What up, ladies and gents? Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. I had a little free time on my hands and I got a new shoe for you guys that I wanted to review. And like I said, it's a performance review. I actually skipped over the unboxing because I feel like it's a waste of time. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of give you guys the performance review. So as I talk, you'll actually be able to see some of the videos of some of the workouts I did, some of the training that I did, some of the running, and some of the workouts I like to do. So kind of a little back history. I'm not a triathlon runner. I'm not a sprinter. I'm your typical trainer. So from my perspective, I'm giving you my opinion of what I think my clients are like and what I actually like about it. So every shoe that I review, I wear it, I test it, I run in it, I jump in it. I pretty much do any form of training in the shoe. And then I'm just gonna try to give you guys my best opinion about the shoe. Cause like I said, a lot of my clients tend to wear what they think is comfortable to the gym. And after they've trained a few weeks and a few months, they start to realize the shoes that they think are comfortable to work out in the gym is not the case. Or they wear the oldest pair of shoes that they have in the closet because they don't want to mess them up. And that's definitely something that you don't want to do. So that's what I kind of want to bring to the table for you guys. So hopefully I can help you out. So with that being said, Nike has a new running shoe that they just released, I think the beginning of January. I don't know the exact date. I'm not going to look it up because it wastes time. But I am going to read the name because it's kind of different. It's the Nike React Infinity Run Flyknit. And from what I'm reading, it's Nike's newest running shoe. It's supposed to help reduce injury, and they added more foam to it. So the biggest thing is, I'm gonna kind of give you my opinion because I have worn the older versions of this shoe. So I'm gonna kind of try to tell you what I think the biggest differences are and what I know the biggest differences that I noticed personally. Right off jump, I've only worked out in it maybe a few times, so I do know with running shoes and shoes that's got a lot of cushion in them, you do need to break. You do need to break them in. I did read some article that Nike came out with as far as the top goes. It is kind of tight, but Nike said give it a few, give it a few wears and hopefully it conforms to your foot or loosen up. All right, so but with that being said, to give you kind of a little bit of history on this shoe. It does have React foam in it. So that's Nike's newest cushion that they kind of put in their mid-range running shoes. It's not too soft, it's not too hard, but it kind of got a springy feel to it. So in their older version, which is the one I told you guys a few weeks ago to go get, which is the Nike Epic React 2, you can kind of see they're somewhat similar. And you can right off rip, you can actually tell. I guess I can get the other one so we can match them up. But you can tell, some of the differences and stuff like that. But we're gonna go over the differences. But like I said, this is their newest version. So right off rip, the biggest thing that I noticed was, as you can see, if you have the older version of the shoe, it's definitely wider. Now, the reason, in my opinion, that they made this shoe wider is with running shoes, people people with wider feet tend to roll over. So if you've ever worn any Flyknit stuff, it almost feel like your toes about to bust out the side of the shoe. So I'm pretty sure that's to help with that, and I know it's to help with stability and running. So it did definitely do that. When I ran in it, I definitely felt like I was more stable when I ran in the shoe. But for me, stability is not that big of a deal because I have a pretty narrow foot, so it doesn't bother me as much. But I can see how this would be a major improvement over that for somebody with a wider foot. So make sure you take note of that. That's one of the biggest key points that I noticed right off rip. The next thing that I noticed is they added more rubber to the full bottom of the shoe. As you can see, you got rubber here, you got rubber all the way through here. Now, on the version before that, you can see they only have it at the top part of the shoe, and then they have it at the back part of the shoe. And as you can kind of see where I ran, you can kind of you tend to wear it out. And I actually haven't worn this sneaker that much, and you can already kind of see the wear on the inside of the shoe. So them adding the rubber to the outsole of the shoe, definitely probably gonna make the shoe last a whole lot longer. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna have better grip when you run outside on concrete and stuff like that. It didn't bother me that much because I didn't wear the shoe that much and I don't really run in the rain, but I can see how that become an issue. The next noticeable thing, which you probably already seen, they did add more, we're about to fall out my seat. They did add more cushion to the shoe. So as you can see, the old version, which is this one, new version, there's a significant amount more React in the shoe. Now, the good part about the more cushion. Right off rip, when I put this shoe on, I noticed the difference in the cushion. I also noticed in the bad part of it, when I ran in the shoe is, to me, it's heavier. And for coming from someone that I actually own the Next Percent. So any change in a heavier shoe, well, going from a lighter shoe to a heavier shoe, I notice it. So someone that doesn't own the older version, and this is probably the first shoe, it may not seem that heavy. So I don't want you to think it's a heavy shoe. I think it's just me being partial to the shoe that I currently own or worn before. But I did notice that the shoe is a lot heavier. So I do know that it's heavier than the one before that, or at least it felt like it. And like I said, I didn't look up the exact specs, so I don't want anybody to get on me about, well, it's only 2 grams or whatever they call it, more than what the other one is. To me, this one's heavier. So, because I kind of feel like some of the caveats that they came up with adding the extra rubber to make the shoe wider, adding the extra foam to the shoe. So yeah, you're gonna have some consequences of, adding those things, which is one of them is gonna be weight. But if you're not trying to sprint in the shoe and you're not trying to be, Usain Bolt, I really don't think that's gonna affect the casual runner. So I did like I said, I did like the addition of the cushioning. Now the next thing I did notice is the shoes kind of built a little different. It's kind of got like a rocker feel to it. So what I noticed, this shoe kind of how it angles and then it kind of comes up, but it's not as thick in the middle part of the shoe. When this one is way thick in the middle part of this shoe. I noticed that right off rip. I mean, as soon as I put the shoe on, I noticed it. What's crazy though, it's a weird feeling, but it also made me kind of feel like I knew why Nike was saying this may prevent injuries. A lot of people that run, or a lot of people that's new to the gym, they go to the gym, they want to run right off rip. And then they end up probably a week, 2 weeks later, they having some kind of plantar fasciitis issues or something like that. And then a lot of times what we do is we go to a run store and we get like an insole or something, or a heel insert or something to help protect our feet. I actually feel like them adding that extra cushion in there helps protect that. I'm not really exactly sure, so don't hold me to it, but I know how my feet work, and I feel like it took a lot of that pressure off my plantar fascia in the bottom of my foot. So I think that's a good thing. So next on my list is the Flyknit at the top. It's definitely a different kind of Flyknit. I don't know what kind of Flyknit it is, but I actually like the look of the new Flyknit. It is still tight, or conforming, or whatever you want to do. So I probably should have sized up, but I'm gonna wait because Nike said the shoe, it should break in. I haven't worn the shoe that much. But overall, I mean, I like the shoe. The only thing is, would I say, like I said, the price point on this one, I think it's 150 bucks. Let's just double check. Actually, it's 160. So do I think it's worth 160? For me, this one's worth 160 because I like the color. As of right now, I think you can get the Nike Epic React 2 for less than 100, and I like this color too. But I know it don't come in this red. So that's the main reason I got this version, and it allowed me to help give you guys this review. So I do think you can still grab this for cheaper. I would definitely go with this one first, but if you have a narrow foot and you struggle with stability and stuff like that, I would pass on this one, or go a size up. But if you really feel like you're gonna run outside, you need that extra grip, that extra width in a shoe, I would go with this one. Because like I said, you can see it's a significant difference, and it's a noticeable difference as soon as you put the shoe on. So I do think it's important to try this shoe out if you have a wide foot. Because nowadays, or at least I would say Nikes, because I don't wear a lot of other shoes outside of Ultra Boost, the shoes are narrow. And I think Nike tried to fix that. As far as the injury prevention goes, I wouldn't really know yet, but like I said, I really think that comes into play with how much extra React foam they put down in the center part of the shoe. Because like I said, I feel like it'll protect your plantar fascia, and I feel like more cushion means there's less impact on your knees and joints and stuff like that. So I mean, to be honest with you, I almost think they can say that for any shoe that they add extra to, but I'm gonna stay out of that. But I do like the shoe. I will say that. I ran in. I didn't run a lot in the shoe. The main reason I didn't run a lot in the shoe because the shoe felt heavy. did I feel like the cushion was working? I do feel like the cushion was working. But like I said, me coming from a next percent to this, the shoe was definitely heavy. And I know it's heavier than this one. So if you're somebody that really needs your shoe to be light, you own an older pair of these, or you wore anything with Zoom X in it and above, it's gonna feel heavy. But like I said, they're not really marketing it to be like a sprinter shoe or a fast runner shoe. It's your casual, protect your feet, recovery day running shoe. What all that stuff mean, I really don't know. But from a client's perspective, for my clients, I would definitely recommend they grab this shoe because I feel like they would be able to run in it. And to be honest with you, I think it's a casual shoe that you can wear all the time. Like, I like the shoe casually. With it having the foam in it, it makes it a comfortable shoe. I think if you size up, it'll be comfortable right off rip. But like I said, I want to give Nike the chance. Like they said that the cushion, well, the Flyknit at the top will break in and loosen up. I want to see if that happens first before I get my next pair. And the other colorways are horrible. That's why, like I said, I only bought this one because I like the red and it's hard to find red shoes. But I really like the colorway. I like the look of the shoe. The shoe is kind of big. It is a kind of big shoe, but some kind of way Nike made this big shoe look real good. Hopefully y'all can get a real good view of it. But yeah, you can see they put a lot of React in it, but it's a nice shoe. So I'll let you see. I don't know if you'll be able to see the details of the Flyknit in the top of the shoe compared to the other one. But like I said, this one's a tight fit as well. I really just quit wearing socks with them unless I sized up. But like I said, this is the Nike React Infinity Run Flyknit. Nike these names, but I say check it out. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. If I did, leave the questions down in the comments and I'll try to make sure I address the questions as soon as I can. Like I said, I'm trying to give you an unbiased, untechnical opinion on Nike's newest running shoe. So do I feel like for 160 bucks you should run out and get it? Probably not. I would go with the Nike Epic React 2 because it's less than $100 and it's a great shoe. But if you just like the colorway, I say go get this shoe. If you have a wide foot, I say get this shoe. I feel like if you somebody that has like Achilles tendon pains and stuff like that, the more cushion the better, because I have torn my Achilles before and I can tell the difference between that too. This one doesn't pull on my Achilles as much as this version does. And I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the heel cup, but it also has something to do with the extra cushion that they did, or that they added, because it keeps my heel elevated off the ground more. And it also makes me strike the ground different. Like it almost like it forces you to strike here, instead of putting so much tension on the heel. So like I said, that may have something to do with the preventative injury things that it say that the shoe can do. So, but like I said, I need to wear the shoe a little bit more, break it in a little bit more. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys my opinion, a trainer's opinion, a regular person's opinion, not a triathlon runner's opinion. I think it's a good shoe. I like the shoe. I will wait till it go on sale because some of the colors are ridiculously ugly. I would wait for those to go on sale. Now, if you just like this red, I say go out and get it. But like I said, this is my review of the new Infinity Run. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comments below and subscribe. I think my next video is probably gonna be on the new Ultra Boost 20s, because I just got a pair of those. So I definitely make sure you guys, subscribe so you can be ready for that too. Hope you guys have a good one.